Hi guys, and welcome to another video. Here I will talk about budgets. So there's this handy tool inside Campaign Manager called Budgets, and it's on the left. I really recommend you occasionally check it out, but do not rely too much on it because it can very often show absolute gibberish, without any mathematical significance. For example, what you can see is that like this one. So this campaign is average time in budget is 45% in the month to date, which by the logic you would say like I have 20 euros per day budget for this campaign, and to meet additional 50% I need 40 euros, but Amazon is recommending for some strange reason 80%, sorry, 80 euros. So that's four times more just to meet the additional 50% of the budget. And that's what I've been seeing. And if it's a campaign that's spending 20 or $40, that's not a big deal. But I've seen these recommendations for campaigns that are spending $500 per day, and they are meeting 85, 95% of the budget, and the Amazon is recommending to increase the budget three times more. Do not ever listen to that advice if you care for your wallet. Um, so here it's kind of useful. You can see what's been happening. The downside is that metric average time in budget is lagging a few days. So today it's 15th of October, and you can only see the data 3 days ago. So up to 12th of October, what was the average time in budget across all of the campaigns? Now I've sorted by average time in budget, so I can see only these ones at the top who are not meeting the required thresholds to spend throughout the day. But to mitigate this and to give more precise data, I recommend you to go and select go to this to the measurement and reporting, then sponsor ad reports. There you will want to check sponsor product budget report, and you will get again pretty boring Excel sheet. I removed some of the columns just for the sake of simplicity, and here you can see much precise recommendations for budget. Some of these are similar to what you can see in the actual budget tool inside a campaign manager, but most of them are pretty accurate. I know you can see that here they are recommending 33 euros from 10, just a little bit more to get to the 67. And in general, it's a pretty interesting report. You can see like your current impressions and last year impressions for certain campaigns, if your campaigns actually ran in the past for that long, and last year clicks. So it's kind of also a report that you can use to compare the performance year over year. What was the CPC last year, what you're paying now can be pretty different because of the different strategy. Are you maybe now aiming towards profitability, and the last year was all about hitting the revenue goals? Who knows? And there's this again estimated missed sales ranges from minimum to maximum. Again, it's completely different from what you can see from the budget tab. Okay, and they said budget is in beta, and that's maybe why the discrepancy of the data. But I encourage you to check it. If it's really important for you to nail these budgets correctly, I suggest this second opinion from the sponsor ads reports, because I find it much better and much more precise. That was the short tip for today. Enjoy your day. Bye bye.